What's up, guys? It's Nick with 803 Speed. Welcome back to another episode. Today we're talking about budgets and just how much money we've spent so far on our Project Coyote Swap Mustang. If you follow along in all of our other episodes, you'll know that we have totally renovated our interior of this 99 Mustang. We took this bland 21-year-old dirty tan interior and we turned it black. We did the dash, we did all the interior parts and pieces, but we had to order a few things like door panels, door handles. We had to recover our headliner. We had to recover our visors. So we saved some money there by doing that. But really just want to kind of lay out so far what we have spent on our budget and show you kind of what's left and what we have left to do on the Mustang. So without further ado, we have a 99 Mustang that we picked up from just outside of Orangeburg, South Carolina. We paid $500 for that. We bought a Schrader rear seat delete. That was about $280. We did the Corbeau seats. That was about $680. And then we also bought the seat brackets for those, which is $280. We bought carpet from ACC. That was $178. We bought a cowl and a wiper cover for these Mustangs because, as you know, if you've owned one, these cars are just prone to cracking, and ours is basically gone. So I found a company on Amazon that actually makes reproductions, a two-piece, for 25 bucks. I was looking at the one from, I think, 50 Resto or either late model restoration. They're selling theirs for around 100. So if I could save a little bit of money there, we'll try it out and see if it works. If not, we'll sell it, or we'll throw it away for 25 bucks. But we bought the interior paint. That was all done by SEM. We painted everything Landau black. We ordered 3 cans from Amazon. That was around 42 bucks. And then we made a trip to a junkyard in Conway, South Carolina. They had like 10 Mustangs. We went through each one looking for any little parts and pieces that we needed for our car. We needed an armrest for our center console. We needed the radio bezel. And we also needed the shifter bezel that went around the shifter. But we picked up some other little parts and pieces that we needed along the way. And that trip cost us a total of $87. That radio bezel, that shifter bezel, those two things alone are about 150 bucks. So we got everything for half of that. So that was a pretty good win for us. It saved us a little bit of money. Then we went to eBay. Like I said, I had to buy door panels. I got 2 pretty good door panels in gray for 200 bucks. They're damn near mint. Can't wait to get those things painted black so it'll match the dash, but those are gonna be awesome looking. One of the door panels actually had a door handle in it, but we went ahead and found another vendor on eBay that was selling repops for the door handles for 25 bucks. I tested them out in the door panels when they came in, and they fit just perfect. They fit just like a factory one would. So for 25 bucks, I highly recommend seeking out that eBay vendor to get your repop door handles. We got a gauge bezel that we needed. Ours was split when we took it out of the car. That was about 60 bucks. And then last but not least, I did buy some 3D printed parts from John Smith Racing. One was a wheel block off plate. The other one was the buttons that go into your radio bezel for your fog lights, your traction control. He actually makes little buttons that have toggle switches in them. So we're going to try that with our Coyote Swap. We may end up putting like an ignition switch down there and turning the car on with those toggle switches down there. So all in all, what does that add up to so far? You're looking at a grand total of 2,400 bucks of what we have spent so far, just in interior parts and pieces, and just a little bit of trim stuff for the car. So we haven't really done anything with the engine or trans. We've got to swap out the rear end, and we've got to replace all the suspension components. So we're probably going to reach out to UPR, see if we can get us a K-member swap. Same thing for the rear end. We're going to get uppers and lowers, an engine management system. So that could be anywhere between $15,000 to $2,000, depending on which one we go with. And then we've got to spend a little bit of money on our fuel system to be able to supply all the fuel for the Coyote Swap. So outside of that, I mean, everything else will then basically come down to just personal preference. I'm going to have my cousin paint the car, so I'm purchasing all the paint. We'll probably spend anywhere between $800 and $1,000 doing that. And I do end up wanting to get the gauge pack from Dakota Digital. That's pretty pricey as well, so that's another $700-800 for that. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be pretty close as far as what we've got left to work with. We got like 14.5 to play with. Gen 2 6R80 is going anywhere between 79 and 8,300. So that's going to eat quite a bit of it. The suspension components are going to probably be around 1,500 to 2,000. Then the fuel system is probably going to be another $400 or $500. So we're going to be cutting it pretty close to our $17,000 budget. Like I said, I don't want to go over, but there's a few things that we can sell from the car that we took off and recoup some of that money. Again, we saved some money by redoing our own headliner and our visor. A headliner from Late Model Restoration is $300. Same thing with the visors, they're about $99, so you're talking $400. We actually saved that. I'm going to have an episode coming up showing you how to recover your headliner for about $18. So that's a huge savings. We'll be able to put that money back to where we can use it, maybe even for an 8.8 rear end and upgrade the axles. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching the video. By all means, if you have any questions, leave a comment. Again, this is going to be a fun build. I do wish that I had a shop, further along in the process so we can start pulling the engine and trans out, really seeing what we have to work with in the car. But man, this is going to be a fun build. I'm excited. Outside of the $17,000 budget for this car, I do want to have this car ready and built by Mustang Week. Mustang Week is one of the funnest weekends that I've ever been to, especially back in the day when I was hot and heavy into Mustangs. Always enjoyed cruising up and down the strip. Now that I've got a bunch of friends with Mustangs, we're all looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see you guys there. Peace.